Looky there. It's an ErvTV live stream. Oh, man. How do I look, y'all? Look okay? Nobody watching yet, so we're good. I haven't done a live stream in so long. It's kind of crazy. How you doing? Irv Lindsay here. So I want to record a video, and I decided I would just do a live stream because then it'll publish it immediately. It's Friday night, and there's been a lot going on in the world, life in general. I thought about doing this video backwards so you could see the back of my studio office space here. But that would have required me to tidy up a little bit back there, and I don't want to do that. I'm lazy. It's Friday night. What's going on? How's it going? So I've got a couple of things I want to talk about for the channel. I always have much grander plans than I follow through with. But there's two things. Number one, I do have a new video coming out. I've got a number of videos that I need to work on to release, and I'm hoping I can get those out before the end of October. It's a lot of stuff that requires voiceover work. Like, I've got to actually talk over the footage. So be expecting some new videos, but some of these videos have been sitting there. I just haven't had time. But I'm hoping I'll have time over the next few weeks. So, already have somebody online. This is a live stream. Asking me if I heard about Roy Rogers. Yes, I heard about Roy Rogers, but I don't know where exactly they're going. That's what I'm interested in. The Roy Rogers that I remember, well, I don't remember it, but the one that I've seen lots of pictures of here on the west side was where the Frisch's on Glenway is, over kind of right there around like Ferguson, Walmart, and all that. As a matter of fact, recently online, someone dug up out of mothballs a picture of that old sign. Read that it's going to be in Cleves. Really? Cleves? It's not exactly a high traffic area. I mean, I guess if it's right there on Route 50. Well, we'll see. You'd think they'd plant it right in the middle of the west side there on Glenway somewhere. That would be your prime real estate. But I guess any place. Initially, they're going to be flooded with all sorts of people wanting to eat at Roy Rogers. So there is one Roy Rogers restaurant left in the Cincinnati region. It's not called Roy Rogers anymore. I've been there a few times. I've always wanted to do a video about the Roy Rogers restaurants. My dad was a huge Roy Rogers fan. The actual movie star that the restaurant was named after. He was a huge Roy Rogers fan. If there was a Roy Rogers marathon on the weekend, like on a Sunday afternoon, Dad was planted in front of the TV. I remember Dad had a box set of Roy Rogers VHS tapes, the old movies. And I had those all the way up to a few years ago, and then I got rid of all my VHS stuff. But some of those old Roy Rogers movies really hold up. I've watched several of them, and they've got some pretty good stories, some pretty good script writing going on. They could easily be adapted to the 21st century, which is a little tweaking of, whatever. Anyway, the remaining restaurant that is Roy Rogers is called Ronnie's, Roneyeys, Ronnie's, something like that. I don't know how to work this interface. It won't let me really do anything, will it? I don't think it'll let me throw up. It's not like Zoom where you get to throw up images and stuff. And if I'm not careful, I end up accidentally ending this. Nah. Okay, how do I get rid of that now? No, don't want to do that. This is me screwing around with things and almost messing them up. All right, I'll stop now. Yeah. So anyway, it's got the original Roy Rogers sign. The iconic cowboy hat sign. They have the original Roy Rogers cowboy hat sign, and what they did was they covered up the word Roy and took the neon off, and they turned Rogers into Ronnie's. Is it Ronnie's? Roneys? Anyway, they turned Rogers into Ronnie's. And it's the same cowboy hat. It's really cool. I have a picture of me and Evan in front of it. If this were a video I was editing, see, I would cut that in, but I can't because it's a live video. All right, there's a message popped up. So his neck, yeah, it was like if you look at satellite photos, you can see where there's the two things side by side. It was like a drive-through, right? Wasn't there like a drive-in type? Not drive-through, drive-in. Somebody told me it was like a drive-in. You could park and they bring you your food out. Anyway, good food. The Ronnie's has original recipe. One of the reasons why they didn't stay with the franchise was because they wanted them to change the way they were making the food, and they were trying to keep it original recipe, the way they had been making it for years, and they wouldn't let them do it. They're going to force them into new menus and stuff. And so they just said, no, we're not doing that. So yeah. Anyway, back to channel news, guys. So I recently uploaded a 360 video. A few years back, I bought. Getting a little shaky. I bought one of those 360 VR Samsung cameras with the intention of using it to do various video projects. So when I used it for one project, and I realized the quality is really low, like really low. So I didn't really use it again. But the video I do have, I was talking about the 360 camera. I was kind of giving an intro to it, and the audio was horrible. It was almost unusable. So what I did was I uploaded the 360 video. It's in front of the old Sears building. So if you don't know what a 360 video is, younger audiences will. Some of my older audience members might not know. It's basically a video bubble that you can you can actually move the video around. You can click and drag, and you can look all around the video like this. If you have a VR headset, you can actually look around inside the video with your VR headset. I want to get a better quality VR camera. I think it'd be really cool to do some exploring with VR and plant you guys in the middle of an urban exploration site. Instead of me showing you stuff, you could just use your VR and look around for yourself. I've always thought that'd be really cool. Those cameras, the really good quality ones, are really expensive still, and I'm not willing to spend that much money on a channel that I don't make any money off of. I've never made money off ErvTV. So there are advertisements, and I do make a nominal, and I mean nominal amount of advertising, and it does not equal the amount of money I've spent on equipment and gasoline and wear and tear on my cars over the years. So yeah, I don't even worry about it. It's just every few months YouTube deposits money in my bank account. One day I'll make enough money off ErvTV to pay for all the money I've spent on ErvTV. All right, so yeah, the 360 video, it's just music. I mean, to be completely honest, um, it's not even enough. Evan's at my door. You know, if you go to record a video, you're gonna get interrupted. I'm live streaming, son. Oh. Yeah, go to record a video. I promise you, every time I haven't recorded anything for ErvTV in except for when we went to do our 200th ErvTV video, which I'll talk about in a minute. So don't go running away. I haven't recorded anything for ErvTV in ages. So that happens. Usually I get a video. I'll get a text from my wife while I'm videotaping. So anyway, all right, so let's talk about the 200th ErvTV video. So a few weeks ago, it was a really nice day. I get really busy on the weekends sometimes with things, usually not my stuff. And we had a weekend where we just kind of had the weekend off, and the weather was nice, and it wasn't burning hot, and you know, all the stars have to align in order for in order for me to go video now. Floyd Thompson, hello Floyd, how are you, buddy? Floyd's one of my regulars. He's always posting bonus information down in the comments. Guys, I always encourage you all to look down in the comments on a video. You never know. You never know. I have lots of people who are have bonus information about videos sometimes, especially if I'm doing trains. I've got a couple of people that know a lot about the trains, the history of trains, and mass transit in Cincinnati. So yeah, Floyd says he's hanging in there. Well, I'm glad you're hanging in there, Floyd. There's a gentleman from he's from Cincinnati. Don't kill me. I was about to say he's from Canada. He lives in Canada, has lived there for many years now, but he's from Cincinnati. And he comments on lots of videos. He leaves lots of really great information. So I always look down in the comments. Sometimes you can find some of the older members of our community will leave really great stories in the comments on ErvTV. I really need to do a comments video one of these days. All right, so the 200th ErvTV video. It's the kind of the 5-year anniversary special. Evan and I go back to the location, and we find the frog in our throat. No. Evan and I go back to the location of our very first ErvTV video to see what it looks like today. Does anybody know what the very first ErvTV video was? Video number 101, as I refer to them. I have a numbering system. Did you guys know that? Yeah, it's AV 101, Adventure Vlog number 1. And it is, drumroll please, it is at Union Terminal. Honestly, I got way more footage than I could use in an 8.5, 9-minute video. But if you guys haven't been out to Union Terminal since they reopened it after the remodel, it is a sight. It is beautiful. The what do you call it? The ceiling is just beautiful and colorful. The murals have been redone, and it is just fan-frickin-tastic. Hey, there he is. I was just talking about you there, John. John is in our live stream chat. He's my long timer originally from Cincinnati, but from Canada. And David, hey man, what's up? Um, so it has been 6 years. Let's see, 5 years. It actually was 5 years this last May 2021. In May of 2016, Evan and I was not employed. I was a stay-at-home dad. Evan was it was summer and we were bored and we didn't have a budget. So we decided we were going to go find free, easy, educational, fun things to do for the summer. And in the process, we went, hey, let's start a vlog. And so it just, at first, it was me and Evan kind of going to random stuff. But our very first video was at Union Terminal. And the first video had more of an emphasis on this was the basis for the Hall of Justice on the Super Friends Hall of Justice, Hanna-Barbera. If you want the original video, the original uncut video is no longer on listed publicly. However, if you want to watch the very first video, and it's mostly uncut state, it is in the ErvTV Season 1 playlist on my main channel page. So you go to youtube.com/ErvTV, scroll down till you see ErvTV Season 1. It should be there. And you will see, the very first one is actually a video of me saying, yeah, I think I'm going to do a vlog. That's not the first video, but that was the first time I went, I'm going to do a vlog. I think I'm going to do some, yeah. But no, the very first one is, I think it's called Union Terminal or something like that. It's there. And Evan is a little squirt. He is tiny. He's jumping around being silly while I'm trying to intro the video. It's crazy. But that's the uncut version. I have since released a version of it that's been edited. That's more like what you would expect from ErvTV today. Because I tell you what, I've edited a lot of video footage in the last 5 years, and you change your style, you change the way you do things. I go back and look at some of my early videos, and I just want to hide. They're so bad. That first video was really bad, so I've recut it since then. But the original cut is still in the Season 1 playlist if you care to go watch it. It's a little silly. It's all over the place. I go to 2 different locations. It's just, I talk a lot. It's just really weird. So anyway, but we go back to Union Terminal. We show what it looks like. We show the outside. We show the inside. And we go down into the Cincinnati History Museum that they have there to show some of the stuff that they have in the Cincinnati History Wing. And I'm not going to spoil it. If you've been there, you know. And if you haven't been there, you really should go. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. So it's going to be uploaded to my channel. I'm thinking next week. So for Halloween, Evan wants to go do something for Halloween, to record a spooky video of some sort. I'm not sure what we're going to do. It was Evan's idea to go back to Union Terminal. I didn't really want to go. He kind of dragged me, and he's like, hey, we need to go back to Union Terminal. He's been trying to get me to go for about a year. So I'm glad we went. So it's the 200th video. Guys, I'm kind of guessing about the 200th video. I know I have more than 200 videos, but not all of them have been your traditional Cincinnati history style videos. But between the driving videos and the daily style vlogs that I did in the first year, I uploaded a video or 2 a week for the first 2 years. I know I've got to be near 200, so we're just going to call it the 200th video. We're going to call it the 200th video and just kind of go with it. Jeremy last name. Dude, that's a cool last name, man. How you doing? Yeah, so I'm probably going to re-up one of my Halloween videos. All the Halloween videos are offline. I'm thinking of recutting them, but I haven't done that. So I'll probably re-upload some of them, which means they won't be duplicates. Actually, they're reruns, but they won't there won't be more multiple copies. I need to clean my channel up. I've got a lot of multiple copies of various videos. If you look at my top uploads, two of them are duplicates. What else? What else is going on that relates to videos? You guys heard about the Beverly Hills Supper Club site, right? It was bought by a developer, and it has been scalped. Absolutely scalped. For those of you that are curious, I have seen photos of the site from just a few days ago. There is no basement hole. There's no foundation marks. There's nothing there. Now that they've ripped the trees off and kind of evened out the property, there's no apparent remains of anything. So whoever originally demolished the building did a dadgum good job, because there is nothing left there to see. And you can see the road that used to stop right in front of the supper club. You can still see the road. You can still you can make out the drop off zone, where the porch cover used to be in front of the entrance. You can still make out that area, but the rest of it is just dirt. I expect they'll probably be doing some more leveling, and they'll probably have to haul more dirt up there to level the property or whatnot. But they're going to start building. They've got to be. I mean, the construction probably is going to start really soon. I don't watch broadcast news, but I have read some articles about it, and they are going to make a permanent memorial where the big showroom was, where everybody died. They're going to make a permanent memorial there. The property is going to be that little memorial section is going to be deeded so that it can't be built on. But the rest of the site where the building was outside that little memorial zone is probably going to have stuff built on it. A lot of people don't think it's a great idea. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but if you've watched any of my videos, you know that it is tradition. We like to reuse property that is cemetery in nature. We like to do that. I've done several videos about where they just built something on top of a cemetery. So if they're going to build something on top of an actual cemetery, the Supper Club property is unfortunately and apparently open game. So I'm not sure if I'd want to buy a house there. That'd be crazy. Let's see, David. How you doing, David? Kroger near NKU. Okay. I want to do a Potter's Fields of Cincinnati video one day. There are 3 Potter's Fields that I know of. The one that is under the music hall. The one that is under that's under part of the property where I believe it's the parking lot and front entrance driveway to Union Terminal. Used to be a Potter's Field. And of course the Price Hill Potter's Field. There is a movement to explore and document the Price Hill Potter's Field. I was contacted by the group that's doing it, and they wanted me to help out, and I'm just really busy. If I have free time and I'm going to do something, it's going to be ErvTV. But there is a group trying to document who all is buried at the Potter's Field, because I think it's pretty sad that we have actual graves. They didn't move the bodies. They didn't move the gravestones. There's literally a cemetery in a forested area now. If you go chopping through the woods, you'll see gravestones on the ground, and it's all just woods now, and that's just not right. It's not right. But they were asking me about where if I knew where the groundskeeper's house used to be, and yes, I roughly know where the groundskeeper's house used to be. I've seen enough satellite photos, so I pointed them in the right direction of the information they were looking for. But that's a dangerous area to explore. If you stay on the main road, I understand it's pretty easy hiking for the most part. But if you get off the main road, there are dips, there are collapsed areas. It's actually pretty dangerous, especially when you get near that where that old house was, because I understand that there's like a basement footprint. There's several collapsed areas, I guess, where buildings used to be. It's just dangerous. If you get too close to one of those accidentally, you'd really get hurt. So I've never been out there. I've always wanted to, but I'm not in physical shape to go hiking in rough terrain. So, maybe one day Irv will lose a bunch of weight and go do a real adventure vlog. We'll go hiking out into the Potter's Field. But yeah, so the Potter's Fields, I know there's more Potter's Fields. And I'll tell you what really interests me, and that is Union Terminal, because it was not all of it, but it used to be a Potter's Field. And of course, why not? Let's turn it into a park. So they turned the Potter's Field that was in front of Union Terminal into what was called Lincoln Park. No, not the grunge band. Lincoln Park. We had a Lincoln Park here in Cincinnati. It had a pond out in the middle of it. You could take little boats. There was a statue of a police officer, maybe as a member of the militia, that had died in a riot that was there. It's now over at the police station. I've always wanted to go find that statue that used to be in Lincoln Park. Used to be the Lincoln Park statue is still here. It's still downtown somewhere. And it's like, I'm like, did they move the bodies? I don't know. I've always wondered, because they don't move all the bodies. They don't move all the bodies. They never do. They say they do, but I think a lot of times it's easier just to move all the headstones and bury them in a big pit somewhere and cover them up and say, hey, it's now a park. They do that a lot. I have a few videos. Actually, I have an entire cemeteries playlist, if you want to go look it up. That is cemeteries, lost cemeteries. I've got one more lost cemetery video to do that I've been holding back on. That I found a church and a school that used to be a cemetery. One of the things I like to do is I like to look at old videos, old maps of Cincinnati, and kind of cross match them with what's there now. And they always mark the cemeteries on these old maps. They're clearly marked, usually boxed in with a different color than the rest of the map, and it's marked cemetery. So you can, it's a cemetery. So I like to go and say, okay, oh, wow, there's a cemetery. What's there now? That's how I found out there was a cemetery where the Sands School was. The Sands School is not the Sands School anymore. Sands is now, I think, retirement apartments. And also there's another, they like to build schools. Madison Park over on the east side. Madison Park used to be a cemetery. I did a video about that. Some of my favorite videos are about lost cemeteries. I can't monetize those. They won't let me place advertisements on cemetery videos. I wonder why. Something about cemeteries. But yeah, I like doing cemetery videos. They're actually kind of popular. You guys really like it when I do cemetery videos. So there was a comment that flew by while I was talking. They should have left the pond in front of Union Terminal. I thought it would have been it wasn't that big of a pond. And I think it was out like where the parking lot and the driveway is where the pond was. Yeah, that's it's just, and then they're like, oh, that'll be a great place for Union Terminal, because they're looking for some place adjacent to all the railroad tracks, something that was already public property that they didn't have to tear down a bunch of buildings in order to build, and it was just a natural location, I guess. So yeah, Union Terminal. The funny thing about Union Terminal is what they built it during the Depression, and it was only in use in the 30s and 40s before they really stopped using it post World War II. People started riding buses and buying cars, and they quit riding and airplanes, and they quit riding trains. So it was the 30s and the 40s, and by the time the 50s got here, it kind of fell into disuse for the most part. What they kept using it until what, the 60s. I did a video on this. It's on my channel. Also, we're talking about the 200s video where I go into Union Terminal. I got to tell you guys, I snuck into the dining room area. Hey, it was unlocked. So it's not just, oh, here's what it looks like. It is, oh, let's see if this door is open. Oh, it is. And what's in here? So I kind of go exploring in an area that I probably shouldn't have been in, but it was unlocked. So I went and filmed. I actually got some pretty good footage of the old dining area and what it looks like today. Yeah, so I do have a bunch of videos I need to do voiceovers on. And I just need to do some work, and I want to get out this weekend. Isn't this weekend the weather's supposed to be okay this weekend? At least it's not gonna be hot. Hope it's not rainy. Hope it's sunshiny and dry. That would be nice. I want to do some more driving videos. I just haven't. Work has been kind of busy for me, and the weekend comes along and I'm just kind of blah. But so Mom has already told me that tomorrow we're going to go eat seafood. So that probably means Red Lobster, which means a little bit of a drive, either north or south. And I'm going to vote for north because I hate crossing the river because there's always traffic going into northern Kentucky. But anyway, guys, I don't really have anything else to talk about. So that I don't know when I'm going to post the 200th video. And I've got some other videos that are in my list of, hey, you really need to do these. Quit putting it off. I'll tell you what those are real quick before we wrap up this live stream. Where is it? This drive right here. And I'm calling this season 6. We're just skipping season 5. I didn't really do a season 5. So, I released the Metamora remix. That was fun. I enjoyed redoing an old video. I love remixing my old videos. I usually skipped stuff that I didn't use, and I did film a few extra stuff, just new stuff to put in it, but it didn't work out the way I thought. It's like 99% old footage. So we have the Union Terminal, the 2021 Union Terminal video, the 200th video. I do have a 5 places you can't go anymore video. These are places that I filmed in the last 5 years that are just not there. They've been torn down, they've been removed, or they're otherwise altered in some way that you can't go there anymore. Literally, all you can do is watch a video. I've also got 5 epic ErvTV fails. I got 5 times where I really goofed up or something went horribly wrong. I've got 5 of those, and it contains bloopers from seasons past. Bloopers that I think they've been released before, but some of my favorite bloopers. I want to do a lick run then and now that they've paved it, especially. I did a drive down lick run originally right after they tore all the buildings down. So I'd like to do another one where I drive down it now to see what it looks like. And I've got a few other things I want to recut and remix. I have some season 4 bloopers I've never released. I think some of those might be in my epic fails video. My first trip to Zip Dip from 2016 when I first discovered Zip Dip. Oh my gosh, I love Zip Dip. Probably too much. Yeah. So I also have this old driving fails video from 2020 that I never posted. I got to looking at the footage of stuff I thought was driving fails, and I'm like, this isn't very exciting. It's like one of those driving fails videos where you're like, that's not very exciting. It's not very dangerous looking. That's because the camera is got this really wide angle and it makes it look really big, when in reality you're much closer to it than the driving fail videos actually look. So I've actually got 9 people streaming me right now. And you know what? You might think, Irv, you shouldn't be bragging about that. But for a small local YouTube channel that advertised nothing, I just decided I was going to record a video tonight to kind of let you guys know what's happening and what's going on. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So also, I'll finish this up by telling you we are nearing 2,000 subscribers. Once again, don't laugh at me. But for a small local channel that has 0 national or worldwide draw, I think that's pretty good. For what I do, especially given that I haven't really posted many new videos in the last couple of years, I continue to grow, just a little bit every month. So you guys can help out by sharing this. Maybe not this video, but sharing your favorite ErvTV video with friends and family, sharing it on your YouTube page, talking about it at work. I think when we reach 2,000 subscribers, I'm probably going to do another giveaway. Haven't done a giveaway in a while, but I got plenty of stuff to give away. I have all sorts of crap here. So anyway, everybody, appreciate you watching. Enjoy the rest of your week or your weekend or wherever and whenever you are watching this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.